So in Ghana, regarding Supreme Court decisions, regarding all the things that are going on, regarding the petition, she decided that, Charlie, you Ghanaians, what do you know? And in her colonial mentality, very sad.
Hi, beautiful people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian God pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Following the recent happenings, our President John Dramani Mahama has actually committed himself to bring us reset the Ghana he actually promised us during his campaign, and he's not backing down. And a lot of things are actually coming out beautifully well in Ghana, and you know our channel is always committed to bringing you their way. Please watch.
But in the colonial mentality, she believed that maybe she can carry the case. She took it to ECOWAS. We are now still waiting to hear what ECOWAS is officially saying on this issue. But even before that, folks, what are we experiencing? She's taking it to the Commonwealth. Oh, colonialism, I bet you. Because in the mind, she's going to the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is the UK. Honana, colonial victims. Ghana is considered a quote-unquote Commonwealth country. Even though we have gained our independence from the UK, and Ghana is now a sovereign country, to a large extent we are still considered, we are still part of the Commonwealth. Who is Commonwealth? Me, I'm looking forward to the time where Ghana will say, even the Commonwealth, we are not a part of it. We are Ghana. If there's anything that anybody wants to do, deal with Ghana. Our power is Ghana. Our history is Ghana. Our struggle has been Ghana. So if you want to deal with that as Ghana. Don't deal with us. So Ghana crowd, they were formerly part of the Commonwealth. To hell with that. If you want to build this nation, trust me, these are one of the key things that we have to start understanding, that we are not part of any. We are no longer, because we were once. But now when we talk, we don't see ourselves as Commonwealth. Let's see ourselves as Ghanaians. Let's be proud Ghanaians. So the Chief Justice decided to go to the UK to approach the Commonwealth. The colonial mentality says, let me take the case further. Let me move away from Ghana and take it to a higher zone. Let me escalate this case from Ghana. I've been to the ECOWAS, they say they will come back with a response. Let me even escalate. So from ECOWAS, where do we end up? The Chief Justice take the case to the Bar Council of England and Wales. Woo! It is called the Bar Council of England and Wales. They escalated. We took it to ECOWAS. Now let's be taking higher than ECOWAS. Even Nigeria was one time under the Commonwealth. It's still under the Commonwealth. So let's take it beyond Nigeria. Let's take it beyond ECOWAS to the Bar Council of England and Wales. So this is the petition I'm battling Ghana against, and I want the glorious, the high, the most respected Bar Council of England and Wales to back me up. So do you see what I'm talking about now? Colonial mentality. The issue is in Ghana. Deal with it in Ghana. Let's resolve or not resolve it in Ghana and accept what Ghana states. But no. We have to take it higher. So let's take it to the white folks who once colonized us. Let us take it to the Bar Council, the Council of Legal Experts. Outside Ghana, colonial mentality, yanko higher, And let me tell you something, folks. What really pains me. What really pains me is that the Bar Council of England and Wales and the CLA, the Council for Legal Association, they came up with a statement to Ghana. They came up with a statement to Ghana. And please, before I talk about the statement, listen to this. If you're dealing with somebody that you respect, if you're dealing with somebody that you think that this person there, we are equals. If you're dealing with somebody that you really believe that you are at par, it's different how you communicate with them. But if you're dealing with somebody that you think that these people, they are beneath you, and I wake up away, they are beneath me. If you're dealing with people that you do not respect, if you're dealing with people that you think are below you, there's a completely different way in communication. How you communicate to somebody that you respect, somebody that you believe that you are equals, is different from how you communicate to somebody that you think they are beneath you. And all I'm saying is that even the communication that came from the Bar Council of England and Wales just suggested how much they think of us, or how much they don't think of us as equals. Because the Bar Council of England and whatever the law, whatever association, they could have simply issued a statement that we have listened to what your Chief Justice is saying. Please, we plead with you, number one, or please, we urge you, or please, we recommend. That is how you talk to an equal. We say, we please, we urge you, we beg you, we recommend, or please kindly consider. That is how you speak to somebody that you think is an equal. But when you don't think of them as equals, you know what you say? You say, I demand that with immediate effect, restore your CJ. That's the message they sent us. They demand. And you said they are urging us, and you said they are appealing to us, and you said they are recommending, and you said they are pleading. No, they say they demand that with immediate effect, let us restore our CJ. Are you really thinking what I'm saying? And are you understanding the kind of contempt? I don't care if they are British, what do you call it? They are called the BCEW, the British Council of England and Wales. I don't care. I don't care if they are the legal association of British. I don't care. I'm saying I care about the fact that you disrespected my country. No, let's be frank. Canada is part of the Commonwealth. Canada is. Australia is part of the Commonwealth. I want you to think of a case where, let's say, somebody from Australia or Canada has gone to this British Council of England and Wales to present a petition. And if it was Canada, the language they would have used, how dare you think that they would even think of using "we demand" to Canada? Let's come to a Commonwealth state. We demand. No, they would never use that. Why? Because they are considered as that one is the Europeans. Only above to say let's deal with them with respect. Let's not deal with them with disdain. But when CJ went there and they were writing to Attorney General, they say they demand that we restore the CJ with immediate effect. Who born dog? Who are you? Once again, let me ask the British, let me ask the Council of England and Wales, who the hell are you? That when they're communicating with my country, you don't have the decency to appeal. You don't have the decency to recommend. Who the hell are you that when you're communicating with my country, you demand? Who born dog? Who born dog? So folks, look, I'm just saying this. Me, I think number one, it is very, very unfortunate that the Supreme Court Chief Justice has taken to this level. It wasn't necessary. I don't know who her advisors are, but to me, it was totally unnecessary. Let me tell you what politics can do to you in this part of our world. Politics will raise you like this. This high, and bring you down crashing like this. That's what politics can do to you. Because our politics is needless, our politics is partisan, and if you follow it will raise you this high and leave you crashing like this. This whole thing that the BCEW has the nerve to write to Ghana and say we demand one dog. This is a law that has been on the books in the 1992 Constitution. It's called Article 416. It's the same law that has been in the books, and for your education, that was a law that Anodon Pre, who is now with the MPP, the same law Anodon Pre used, and that was the petition he filed, and that is how the Ramte of the Commissioner of Shrag was taking off. The same law. And this are you. It was the same law that was used against Salotose. The same petition quoting the same law that was used against Salotose. And she was removed from office. So now, all of a sudden, the same law comes up again. There's a petition against the Supreme Court judge, and all hell breaks loose. Is it because we're using a different law? Or is it the same law? And trust me, folks, if it's the same law, then what is all this fury about? And I think at this point, the best thing I can do is to quote the Chief Justice herself, who said, "The law is the law." Listen to her.
No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law.
You heard her. I said the law is the law, which means that the law remains constant. The law doesn't change. The law is the rule of the law, not the rule of any political party, not the rule of any agenda. The law is the law, and that is what she said so eloquently. The law is the law. So my folks, I'm asking you today, how come all of a sudden the law is no longer the law? How come people are up against the same law? I remember Richard Ahiamble actually went to the extent of saying that if the CJ is removed because of this law, they make sure that Ghana is ungovernable.
When you know me, start to go for 146, no, who was some?
Oh, okay.
No, you Chief Justice will pretty hot. Chief Justice to be a baby, a petition, that through the day, or that trigger process, because all and my Ghana for your money to me, and track Ghana house from Yuma, or not from Yuma on you. We made this country ungovernable for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
I remember my good friend Dennis Miracles Abuaji saying that he doesn't understand why Ghana is so calm. The Ghana should be up in arms and very, very against what is going on.
I don't know why, but I get a sense as a NDC former caster spell be good on my nose. Because you see, as you didn't hear, as a Chief Justice, as a me. And I mean, my friend say a serious matter because I don't expect anger. I expect sadness. I expect person who will be person who say I don't know.
The same law, Dennis Abuaji. What is different? The law is the law is the law. So Loretta Lamte got caught in the law. There's a petition it went through the due process, and she was fired. Charlotte Say, a very good friend of mine, was caught in the same process. It was the same law. Charlotte Say was fired. When Charlotte Say was being fired, did you hear anyone whatsoever saying that if you fire Charlotte Say, we will make Ghana ungovernable? No, it doesn't make sense. Why does it make sense? It's because the law is the law. And Tiachi Charlotte Say cry, that's the law. So I guess what I'm saying today is that what is so different about the Chief Justice? Has there been a different law? Is it the same law? And if in fact it is the same law, which it is, then she herself says you can make all the noise you want, you can make all the arguments, you can put out all the fury. She herself says the law is the law.
Hello, this is Alison from Channel for the Automobile.
Are made. The law is the law.
So can anybody tell me now what is different about the law? Maybe I don't get it. And what I like about myself is I understand my limitations. Everything in limitation, I say, it's in a lawyer. So I just speak from the view of common sense. But maybe the lawyers can come and tell me. The Ghana Bar Association. You are the lawyers, you are the Bar Association. Come and explain to Ghanaians what is different about this law. Not only that, explain to Ghanaians that somehow the head of state, the president, JM, did not go by the law. Because from where I sit and from where many of us sit, he went by the letter of the law, and this is the result. So how come all of a sudden the law is no longer the law? Folks, I don't want to talk too much. All I want to say to the Commonwealth is actually we are no longer under you as Colonial. So if you want to approach us with respect, approach us with dignity, approach us like we are approaching people who know what you're doing. But don't sit in your England or somewhere and say I demand. Who born dog? Commonwealth with British one, why England they will say who born dog? 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 And folks, I am so glad that the Attorney General penned a response to them. I am so glad the Attorney General penned a response to them, and the Attorney General pointed out in his response that everything we have done here in Ghana has been by the book. Everything we have done here in Ghana has been by the Constitution. Mr. Attorney General, I'm glad that you gave them that response, but because if that response that comes from me, you're very charitable. Thank you. So you're a politician and you have to be charitable. You are the Attorney General of Ghana, so gladly you are charitable. So the bar of Commonwealth and East England, you're lucky that the Attorney General responded very, very gentlemanlike, very cool, very temperate. Now you come from me and come over to Musamia, born dog. Folks, let me stop here before I get boiled up, because when I go boiled up, then it will go into other areas. All I'm saying is actually let's put this nation on. And these are things, by the way, which are part of nation building that we should be very, very aware about. That the law will be misinterpreted and misquoted and do things when somebody decides that they are not in favor of it, to the extent that they can even declare that they will make the country ungovernable. Let us be aware of all these things as we try to build the nation, folks. Let's keep the focus. And this is something that I sometimes just occurs to me. Even if the law says, oh, you are a free woman now to become Chief Justice, how are you able, after all this hostility you've gone through, be able to work well with the executive and say, oh, now everything is going to go? Is it even possible? I've said this before, that somehow, and I don't know why, the NPP feels entitled. It happened to Charlotte Sayabonagui, is okay. It's okay. But when it happens to the CJ and the NPP is not happy, then that becomes a crisis. NPP, please stop that. Stop feeling entitled. I beg you. Stop feeling that you are bigger than the laws of Ghana. Calm down. Join us. Let us all agree that in our Ghanaians, it will all be subject to the same law. But don't tell us that when you disagree on how the same law has been applied, you're going to make Ghana ungovernable. Yes, sir. I beg, join Ghana, join this crusade to reset Ghana. And Your Excellency President Mahama, you have said that you're going to reset Ghana.
But there is hope on the horizon. Today should mark the beginning of a new opportunity. An opportunity for us to make a difference in our governance and our economic management. We shall reset our dear nation, Ghana.
And that is why somebody like me and plenty of people like me, we are giving you all the loyalty and support to reset this country. So please don't be distracted by anything that comes from the woodworks. Stay focused. Let's build Ghana. Unless we do that, the dream will be missing. And as I've said in the beginning, even one person with the dream, dedication, and the vision can bring change to a nation. So I'm encouraging you, please stay focused and don't get distracted, so that we all can say one day that in fact Ghana has risen again.
Please do like to like, comment, and follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.